Hello students, today we are going to revise our chapter 11 cyber legal issues. We learned what is cybercrime. Any illegal activity carried out by means of computers or internet is termed as cybercrime. For example, if anyone creating a fake profile of yours, that is a cybercrime, or if anyone taking your personal photo or posting it on any social networking site, that is also an example of cybercrime. Then we learned the types of cybercrimes. They are cyberbullying, identity theft, and hacking. What is cyberbullying? Continuous harassment of an individual via internet or mobile networks is known as cyberbullying. For example, if anyone spreading rumors or gossiping, teasing, or insulting someone through any social networking site or mobile networks is an example of cyberbullying. Next, identity theft. Stealing someone's identity in which someone pretends to be someone else by assuming that person's identity. So here someone will steal someone's identity like their name, address, contact number or account details and they will misuse their identity. Okay, that is known as identity theft. Hacking. A hacker is someone who seeks and exploits weaknesses in a computer system or computer network to get an access to it. So a hacker is a person who can get access to your computer system or computer network. A hacker can crack your passwords and log into your personal account. And also a hacker can send worms or viruses to a computer network and they can log into a personal account. So how you can be a victim of hacking? When you use your pen drive in a cyber cafe for printouts, there can be programs already installed on that system. Okay, so that all the contents of your pen drive will be automatically copied in that computer system without your knowledge. So, and these details will be saved on the computer, and by this way, your account can be get hacked. Okay. You can be a victim of hacking if keyloggers installed in a computer that you use. So keyloggers are the programs that are already installed in a computer, and while you type anything, all the keystrokes will be recorded in this keylogger program. Okay. So if you log into any account, there will be asking for a username and password. So when you type the username and password, that keystrokes will be recorded in this keylogger program. Okay, so by this way your account can be get hacked. Next, you can be a victim of hacking if you are surfing internet in public place. So even if you are using the internet in a cyber cafe or in a public place, somebody in the network could be watching the site you are visiting or password you are entering and all other online activities. So be careful of that. Okay. So do not use internet in a public space. So how to prevent and respond to hacking? Install firewall in your computer. Firewall is any software or hardware so that will prevent unauthorized access to your computer. Also configure an antivirus software and update it regularly. Keep your internet switch off while not in use. Use difficult password or key for your accounts. Do not share your personal computer or laptop with any untrusted people. Then we learned what is Google's two-step security. Google has come out with a two-level security in its Gmail mail service where when you log in each time you will be sent a verification code on your mobile number. So Google has come out with a two-level security that is known as Google two-step security. In this, when you log into a Gmail account, you will be asked for a login username and password. When you enter the username and password, They will send you a verification code to a registered mobile number. So after entering this verification code only, you will be able to log in or access your account. Okay, that is Google two-step security. So general rules to stay on the right side of the law. Download files legally. Download files legally only. You should not download any duplicate files. Avoid plagiarism in homework or assignments. Plagiarism is copying someone's work as your own without his or her permission. Okay, so avoid plagiarism. Use social sites appropriately. Avoid contact with strangers whom you have met only online. Now, how to respond to cybercrimes? Do not respond to the messages from any untrusted people. So you should not respond to the messages from any untrusted or unknown people. Speak directly instead of sending mails or messages to a friend if you are having any problem with him or her. Okay. Do not send messages to the people whom you met only online. Inform your parents or teachers if you are a victim of cyberbullying. Also inform to your nearest cyber cell. So children, that's all about our chapter 11 cyber legal issues. So if you are having any doubt in this chapter, you can ask me. Thank you.